Hey guys, NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you to another one of those weekly trophy list update videos. Today's date is Monday, September 16th, 2019. So this will have covered Monday, September 9th through Sunday, September 15th, 2019. So this has been a very, very good week for trophy hunting, as well as gaming in general. Did quite a bit of stuff. It was also very, very busy for me between, football on Saturday and doing some stuff for my new job, getting some stuff ready for that, and then this coming week I'm moving. So it's been a pretty hectic week or so. But anyway, there's quite a few things to talk about this week. First off, Destiny 2, I got another exotic. That's really the only news for that. I mean, it's pretty much same old, same old. I'm getting pretty close, though. I'm only missing, like, maybe 3 items for the Warlock and, like, 4 each for the Hunter and the Titan. So, making good progress on the Collections badge. I'll get there eventually. I mean, slowly but surely. Hopefully, when they switch over to being able to dismantle Eververse stuff for Legendary Shards instead of Bright Dust, that would be great. And then, of course, there's that DLC that's coming out in the near future, the Year 3 expansion, so yeah. Anyway, along with that, I also worked on Fallout 76 because they had a double XP weekend this weekend, and I went up from level, like, 86 to almost level 93 in just a few hours of playing over the weekend, like probably 5 to 6 total hours of playing, so went up very quickly, mostly just jumping, server hopping to get the Monster Mash event to pop up because it's great for killing a number of pretty high-leveled ghouls for the most part, because I couldn't really find a lot of people that had nuked like the White Springs or anywhere else, so I didn't really get a chance to grind there. But that got me up a lot of levels, so I'm only about 7 levels away from level 100, which is great. I also got a pretty good legendary weapon in that game as well, which is great. So, slowly working on that, but made a lot of good progress in it, so very happy about that. And then, finally, the other game I played for no trophies, Modern Warfare Beta. I played it a little bit, and in all honesty, I wasn't a huge fan. I don't really like it overall. Maybe it's because I had a couple of bad matches and stuff, and maybe it's because I was trying to get used to everything. But I don't know. It doesn't impress me the way I was kind of hoping for it to. I think the campaign and the Spec Ops are going to be great, but the multiplayer is a little bit iffy for me at the moment as to whether or not I'm actually going to enjoy it, or if I'm just going to end up going more along the lines of getting the multiplayer trophies done and then probably jump away from it. I mean, I know the Spec Ops is probably going to be a lot of fun, and the campaign looks like it's going to be pretty solid this time around, and it sounds like there's not going to be any zombies and stuff to deal with, which is good for trophy hunting purposes, because Spec Ops is usually a little more reasonable, no Easter eggs and stuff to deal with. And then I also thought of something with the cross-platform play. Like, doesn't that run the risk of, like, PC hackers perhaps getting into the game and, like, having to deal with that some? Because I think it's easier to hack on PC. I don't know entirely how true that is, but it's something I was thinking of. But anyway, like I said, not a huge fan of what I've seen so far. But hopefully there's definitely some good to it. It looks great. It sounds great. It could end up being great, but maybe I just didn't give it enough of a chance. But the alpha, of course, got boring very quickly, but it was also an alpha, so you can't judge a game based on that. But for beta, I guess it left something to be desired. So as for games I played this week, I earned 3 Platinum Trophies, 2 on Vita, 1 on PS4. Two of them was this One Word by Palgi game. This was the North American PS4 and North American PS Vita version. On the North American PS4 version, I earned my 17,000th trophy right here. Think, think, think. Reveal the quote by A.A. Milne. So that was my 17,000th trophy, which is awesome. So hit that milestone, which is great. Otherwise, though, for both versions of One Word, this game is very, very easy. If you follow a guide, like PowerPix has a guide on his website, and all you have to do is solve I think it's 32 quotes total in the game. Let's see, we can check it here. Yep, 32 total quotes in the game. Each quote consists of anywhere from 3 to 8 individual puzzles where you have to find a single word in them. but that's where the guide comes in. It makes it extremely easy to do, so no problem whatsoever completing it. You can complete each version of the game in half an hour without any difficulty whatsoever. So it's great for that. It's a great game for trophy hunting. Lots and lots of silver trophies. I mean, I guess it's like 31 silver trophies, which is great, plus a gold. So the quotes you have to solve are Woody Allen, Francis Bacon, Charlotte Bront, Lewis Carroll, Charles Darwin, Thomas Edison, Bill Gates, Al Gore, Carl Jung, Stephen King, A. Milne, George Orwell, Charles Schultz, Clement Stone, Oscar Wilde, Yoda, Isaac Asimov, Napoleon Bonaparte, Frank Sinatra, Clint Eastwood, the Dalai Lama, Stephen Hawking, Eric Idle, Bob Marley, Pope Paul VI, Red Skeleton, H.G. Wells, Ansel Adams, Charles Dickens, Charlton Heston, Carl Sagan, and Voltaire. So, very, very easy. Like I said, just solve those 32 puzzles, and you will get the Platinum Trophy. There's a total of 120. So even if you had to solve all of them, it probably still wouldn't be that bad. It would probably still only take like 2 to 3 hours to do everything if you were following a guide. But hey, not having to do all of them is fine. Makes life a little bit easier. So I did that twice, both on PS4 and PS Vita. So that was the second and third stacks of the game because I don't stack games more than 3 times. I do North American PS4 and PS Vita, and then the European PS4 versions, and that's all I'm willing to do for these games. For the most part, there might be games in the future where this changes when like the PS5 comes out, because I won't be surprised when like Minecraft probably gets a PS5 version, and knowing my stupid self, I'll probably buy it and decide to 100% the game a 4th time and deal with DLC trophies yet again. Because, the Platinum for Minecraft is not hard at all. It's pretty easy. It's a little bit time-consuming, but it's easy. But the 100% gets into some really annoying territory with, like, the shulker boxes and stuff. So, speaking of that, actually, that reminds me, like, it's been a while since we've had a DLC list for Minecraft pop up, and it's had a couple updates in recent memory. I wonder if it's going to have any DLC trophies coming up anytime soon, because Fallout 76 and Red Dead 2 haven't had any. Nope, no DLC trophies for that either. If you never want to put any more out for it, please feel free to do that. Mojang, please, don't continue to annoy us with DLC trophies. I like playing Minecraft. I like having DLC keep coming out for it, especially because it's free. But it doesn't need to have trophies, there's no point of it continuing to have trophies. It's just an inconvenience. So then I did Full Blast. This is the North American PS Vita version of the game. This is, of course, a very, very easy Platinum Trophy. It's one of the better of the Ratalaika games. I actually did the North American PS4 version on stream like a week or 2 ago. So to get the Platinum, you simply have to complete the first 3 levels of the game, which will get you these first 4 trophies. The mantas come up throughout a few of the levels, and this should come naturally, but it can technically be missed, but it's very unlikely that you'll miss it. You have to kill 100 scorpions, 50 mesquites, or mosquitoes, whatever you want to call them. I sometimes call them mesquites for some stupid reason. 50 butterflies, 50 spiders, use a bomb attack and obtain a power-up. Both of these are pretty much unmissable. You use the left button to trigger the bomb attack on Vita. The only trophy in this version that's a little bit more problematic is the spider one, because there's fewer of them in this version. You should get all the other trophies. As long as you're killing most of the enemies on screen, you'll get all the other trophies no matter what, just by completing those first 3 levels, but you will not get the 50 spider kills. As you can see, that's 84.9, whereas this one is 84.6, so that's actually really weird. So I'm surprised that more people have completed the spider trophy than the Area 3 trophy, because I had to replay Area 3 1.5 times, I believe it was, to get enough spider kills. Spiders are like the little mechanical walkers on the ground, so that's sort of what they are, and nothing's hard to kill, nothing about the game is difficult, but that one, I did run into some issues with, just because, like I said, I did end up having to replay the level. Maybe I just missed a lot somewhere, but I don't think I did, so I'm not really sure. I guess that it spawns a few, less enemies on the Vita version. But anyway, got that Platinum Trophy, got the 17,000 trophies. Now, what's going to end up happening is my 399th Platinum is going to be probably done on Monday as well, is this Word Sudoku by Paugi, the North American PS Vita version. It takes a couple hours. And once I get that done, that'll give me $3.99, which will allow me to finish off Red Dead Redemption 2 probably on Tuesday for $400. Because all I have left in that is one more bear attack, and I am done with Red Dead 2, at least until DLC comes out, because I'm sure it's going to happen. I'd be shocked if it doesn't happen, though I will not complain if that DLC is single-player based. So what I'm probably going to end up doing, though, for this is, since I did the same 3 games, and will have done the same 3 games a total of 6 times for my 6 straight Platinums, but did them in kind of a funky order of, Full Blast, then Sudoku, then One Word, then Full Blast again, then One Word again, then Sudoku again. Since I did them in kind of a weird order, what's probably going to happen is 394, I believe it'll be, 94, 95, 96, 394 through 399 is just going to be a single longer Platinum video covering all 6 of these, just because I think it's kind of redundant to do multiple individual videos for the same games a bunch of times and repeating the same thing over and over again. And since I did them all so close together is the thing, so I'll show footage of unlocking the Platinums and stuff and just talk about each one more time and just do a single video for all 6 Platinums, and that'll make life a little bit easier for me. I think it'll be more convenient for you guys to not have, 6 consecutive weeks of uploading videos of the same few games over and over again that are all short and uninteresting overall. So that's probably what I'm going to do for that. So just keep that in mind. And then, the last game I played this week, Borderlands 3, and I so wanted to play more of this weekend. I just didn't have time between, I had to log into Destiny 2, I had to really grind on Fallout 76 during a double XP event, because I didn't want to pass that up without making at least some progress. So that took up a lot of my time. And then Saturday, there was college football, and I was busy all day watching football, because as you guys can probably tell, I love college football season. So with that, with Borderlands 3, the Platinum actually does not appear to be too difficult, which is a good thing. It's actually missing some of the harder, more annoying trophies from previous games. So you're going to reach level 2 very early in the game, like I reached it within my first half hour of playing, because I played about 3.5 hours on stream on Friday, and really enjoyed it so far. I mean, I'm liking the game a lot so far. I mean, you could argue that it's more of the same with Borderlands, but unlike some franchises, that's really not a bad thing, because this formula works very, very well and it's a lot of fun. Even solo, it's fun, and it's probably even more fun. I mean, I know it's even more fun in multiplayer. I just don't really have anyone to play with yet, but I will eventually have people to play with. Probably over Christmas break when Lizard Guy is home from California, hopefully for a few weeks, we'll be able to play some split-screen Borderlands 3, because it'll be new to him, and it'll be sort of newer to me, because I probably will still only have done like 1 full playthrough by that point. Have to reach level 50 as always, which is, I mean, it's a little bit of a grind, but you can get it on the New Game Plus mode, True Vault Hunter mode, if you don't get it during your main playthrough, which I assume you won't, but there might be enough activity in this game to where you can. Unlocking skins, none of that's too difficult. The Moxie trophy, you can get this on Sanctuary, which is the ship, so you can't get this until just a little ways into the game. I am currently writing a trophy guide for the game with 2 other people on PSN Profile, so hopefully we will have that done within like a week, because I could really play this game quite a bit this week, though I don't know exactly how much I will, and I'll get to that in a minute, because this week's going to be pretty busy too. You have only 3 multiplayer trophies in this game, thankfully. You have to win a duel and revive another player, which you can do both of these in split screen with a second controller, or you can do them online. And then you have this trophy, send an item to a friend. This one does require actual online, so you have to have a friend that plays the game or that owns the game. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if they have to own the game. I assume they do, but maybe they don't have to. But either way, you basically go to the pause menu and send an item to a friend, and you unlock this trophy nice and easy. It doesn't matter if they ever pick it up and use it and whatnot. It's at least an easy trophy. This is a bit of a luck-based trophy. You have to win a live grenade while playing a slot machine. This has always been a thing where slot machines can be less than good to the player by dropping a grenade out of them. So that one's very easy, though. You do that in Moxie's Bar, same place where you get this trophy. The tip's appreciated. The firing range, I think, is very easy if you do it in co-op, but it's a little bit harder solo until you're later in the game. I haven't tried it yet, though, so I don't know yet. because I haven't gotten that far through the game. I'm still pretty early into the game. The cosmetic items from Crazy Earl is purchasing with Iridium, so it just takes a while. This one, I'm not entirely sure what it is yet. It's some kind of collectible, and I've seen a couple of them around the world so far, but I don't really know what you have to do for them and what they give you yet, but I'll figure that out because, I mean, I haven't looked at like, Power Pix's walkthrough yet of the game. Circles of Slaughter, these are just arenas, basically. They're a little bit time-consuming. I don't know exactly how many there are. There's probably 3 of them, 3 to 4 of them. That's usually how many there are in these games. Sometimes there's only like 2 of them, but that shouldn't be too hard once you're higher level and, a little bit overpowered. You have to discover all named locations in all areas, which is never really difficult, but there's usually 1 or 2 locations that are real well hidden that you're going to have to maybe look at a guide for that are just really well hidden somewhere off the beaten path. Complete all the side missions, that's typical. I don't think it's missable from what I've heard, and I don't think any trophies are missable, which is a good thing. The Iridian Proving Grounds are like basically sort of a tougher Circle of Slaughter. They're a little bit different from a Circle of Slaughter, but they're basically another like arena type thing. I don't think they're too hard, but I haven't tried any of them yet. The Legendary Hunts, I don't think they're like raid bosses. They're something else, but I haven't seen anything about them yet, really. Same with the Targets of Opportunity. Maybe these include a couple of raid bosses here and there, but I'm not 100% sure, or there's just maybe a raid boss in the side missions, but I'm not 100% sure on that stuff. Then you have this one, the Exploding Barrel. This one's unmissable. You'll get this very early in the game. You'll get this one very early in the game as well. The Sticky Grenade, I mean, the grenade doesn't have to stick to anyone. It just has to be a double kill. You might just want to get to a high level, get a high level Sticky Grenade, and then throw it at some weak enemies somewhere on Pandora. This should come naturally by the time you complete the game because Purple Rarity is not even the highest rarity. The Loyalty Package, you have to get, I believe it's 100 kills with each type of weapon. So there's like 9 or 10 different manufacturers, and you have to get like 100 kills with each. This one would have a chance of coming naturally, but I guess it depends on how much you're jumping around different weapons, but it's probably not too difficult. I mean, that's just maybe a little bit grindy, but nothing too bad. Then these are the story missions I've completed so far. I've gotten through Taking Flight that first night. Then these are all story-related trophies and unmissable. And then, all the way through that are story-related unmissable trophies. Now, I don't know why these last 3 are hidden for whatever reason, but we have Florida Man here, which I still love that idea for a trophy. It's actually so fitting. I think I've talked about this before, that my Florida Man date was... I think I had 2 things. I think I had man throws alligator through the window at a Wendy's, and I also had guy gets arrested for making fake dental grills, so I had kind of a less eventful one than some people did. Then this one is using a golden key. Now this one, you can put in shift codes if you have a shift account, but I'm not sure how you would get this otherwise. Like, I don't know where you get golden keys from within the game. So I'm assuming they probably want you to like buy them like as microtransactions if I had to make a guess, but I could be wrong on that. And then all vault rewards. This is a end game thing. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I know it's an end game thing a little bit later on. So that's basically it for this week. So that's it for trophies, but there are other things to talk about as always. Level 68, 95%, about to hit that level 69 tee-hee. 17,077 total trophies, 398 platinums, 2,266 golds, 4,385 silvers, 10,028 bronzes. So, what am I going to play this coming week? Well, my main focus this week is going to be, one of them is Borderlands 3. I really want to work on Borderlands 3 and make some progress on it and work on the guide for it. But more importantly than that overall is I'll get Platinum number 399, which I'm anticipating will be that Word Sudoku by Palgi PS Vita North American version. Should only take like an hour and a half to 2 hours while following a guide, and once I do that, then I can get Platinum number 400, hopefully on Tuesday, maybe on Wednesday, of Red Dead Redemption 2. So that is very exciting to be hitting Platinum number 400. Now, like I said, I do anticipate there to be DLC for Red Dead 2. I don't know if it's going to be online focused or if it's going to be more single player stuff. I would hope it's going to be more single player-esque than multiplayer because I just really have not enjoyed the multiplayer for the game. like, really at all. It's just not that fun to me. And then Fallout 76. Fallout 76 may not actually have DLC trophies. I'm kind of curious because they've already added in multiple additional quest lines over the last few months and never got any trophies for them. Maybe it would make sense to add in something for the year 2 stuff, but it would be great if they didn't want to add in any more trophies, because then just hit level 100, find people to fight the Scorch Beast Queen with, and we're done. And never have to touch the game again. That would be great. And then, of course, there is Destiny 2, which will have, I'm sure, stuff for Year 3's expansion. It's the same thing they did with Destiny 1. I don't know what the release date of that is, though, because I thought it would have come out probably this current month, just because that's when the game released in 2017, was in September. So I don't know, maybe sometime in the near future, whenever it is. Now, it's not something I'll be getting day one. It's something I'll be waiting for a price drop on. Still waiting for that Rise of Iron price drop from the first game, so I could actually start getting the trophies and start working on that one that takes like 10 weeks of playing, of just like logging in and doing something every week for 10 weeks, which is a little bit annoying, but I mean, it's not necessarily as difficult, because Rise of Iron isn't as hard as like Taken King. And then, of course, working on Borderlands 3, like I said, is going to be the other major focus. Now, as for other stuff this coming week, this is going to be another busy week for me, because I'm going to be moving very soon. So I'm going to be pretty busy this week getting stuff packed up and moving. I'm going back home first for a short time, and then immediately heading down to South Carolina to move into my new apartment. So it's going to be a fairly busy next, week and a half probably, or just week at least. So I don't know exactly what schedules are going to look like. Probably not going to be streaming much this week, if at all. Maybe I'll get a chance to, maybe I won't, but we'll see what happens with it. Hopefully I'll get a chance to stream this weekend at least. Now, Clemson, of course, plays at night again on Saturday, so no way I can stream on Saturday. Maybe I'll be able to stream something on Friday, though. We'll have to see. Or might have to stream during the day one of these days this week. But we will see about all that. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But that is sort of the upcoming plan for this next week or so. Then next week I would be intending to get moved into my apartment. And then the week after that I start my new job. But my hours are fine. Like, they're very normal, 8 to 5 type hours. So it's not really going to be an issue at all with like streaming and stuff, so I should be fine, be able to get back to Wednesday and Friday night streams, and maybe another stream during the day some days out of the week. We'll have to see what happens. So that's really about it. The next game I'm going to be getting is that Modern Warfare, most likely. I mean, I'm getting the Dark Edition regardless. Now, if I'm going to play it day one or resell it, if it might be worth a lot, we'll have to see. Because, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of the beta. We'll see, though. It might end up being better than that. I'm sure it will be, but I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. And then there's also Death Stranding, but I still have no idea what's going on with that game and what it's actually going to be. Like, I don't think anyone does at this point, so we'll have to see what it's like. I probably will not get it day one. I'll probably buy it at some point later down the line when it's a little bit cheaper. But yeah, that should be it for this week. So lots of trophies, hit 17,000 this coming week. Look forward to Borderlands 3 and hopefully getting to that 400th platinum. Hopefully we'll be getting streams and stuff back to normal in the near future. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you for the next one.